we're announcing a new 105-bed Center for Mental Health and Substance Use Treatment Center here, run by the Provincial Health Services Authority. Hope to have it open in 2019, and it's moving the Burnaby Center onto the Riverview lands. You know, this has been a site for helping vulnerable people for a very long time. It's an addition of 17 beds, and it's purpose-built, unlike the building that we're using at the moment. So the treatment will be better. We're close to transition services that are already here on Riverview, and our hope is to provide a continuum of care so people can move through the more acute stages of their illness into transition and then back into community. Riverview was decommissioned over a number of different years, but the last phase came with $158 million. So facilities were built in Kamloops, for instance, where Hillside Psychiatric Facility was built. So smaller facilities in the region, so people were closer to their home communities. And also supports were put in place, smaller group homes, for instance, and those people that were living independently now have what we call assertive community treatment teams, which are teams of, could be physicians, psychiatrists, nurses, counselors, that provide supports even though they're not in an institution anymore. The subject of deinstitutionalization has been studied quite extensively, most recently as a PhD thesis by Dr. Karen Peterson at UBC. And her conclusion from studying a cohort of the people that were moved from Riverview into the newer system is that it's actually been largely very successful. But people today see people on the street and they wonder, you know, they're living in our communities instead of in old buildings, confined as they used to be. But people don't see the ACT team that's there, the counselors, the psychiatrists, the physicians, the community nurses that are working with them. So they don't see a lot of the supports that are there, supporting people to live independently. And that's the reality that we deal with. And I think, you know, people have a right to live the way they want to live.